What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Today we're coming back after a long break, and we're going to see what's going on in the old BFA. It would figure that as soon as the expansion drops I would get really busy and tired all the time. But we're going to get started here, and immediately I notice something is amiss. What's wrong with me? Why am I'm like I'm like one of those things from Avatar. I think I was in the middle of a quest whenever I left last time. Ah, yeah. Okay, so I'm in disguise. I'm using a scroll of illusion called Scamp.
Oh, hello there.
I'm trying to get to Mr. Nice. And I guess I'm asking these kids a question, and they're trying to lead me to the lair where Mr. Nice is. We're in the Grand Bazaar on Dazar Allure. This is, oh, he knows. He found out. I guess I have to kill him. Rah! I don't even know if I'm supposed to. I don't mess with anyone that calls himself Mr. Nice. Well, Mr. Nice, come meet Mr. Angry. His name is Psycho Crusher. I'm really enjoying the Fury Warrior. He's in execute range. I'm going to interrupt that chain lightning. Start executing and rampage. Execute. He's done. Voodoo Totem. Something tells me I don't want to be around that. Alright, so we're going to go turn in this. That's Heroic Leap for you. I got a double tap on my Heroic Leap because I'm set to war mode. Alright, we got some small Azerite fragments from that. That'll boost us up by 75. Yeah, once I got rank 2, I was able to do my helmet second tier of artifact traits. I want to queue up for a dungeon while we're waiting and doing quests. The Great Seal. Yeah, that has a quest for us. I don't want to leave this area if we're not done though. I don't like running around here so far because this whole area is huge. It's easy to get lost and turned around. I'm gonna hit this flight path over here, and hopefully that'll get me a little closer to the Great Seal. There's a flight path there I'm gonna try to go for. We're en route. Let's see how long. 37 minutes. We're waiting 37 minutes for a dungeon. Maybe we could PvP. I can run you guys through my talents. I went with Endless Rage. This is a passive ability. It's going to gain 6 rage whenever I enrage. I have Impending Victory. That replaced a Victory Rush for me because it does the instantly attack the target, causing damage and healing you for 20% of your maximum health. So this is a heal every time you kill somebody. You can heal up. So if you're doing like a big AoE, you usually have a target you're single targeting. Dump all your single target damage into that. If you start getting low on health, and you get 20% health every time you use that. And you can almost plan like when you're going to need some health and have these bodies just lined up ready to hit the floor whenever you need to heal up. And Inner Rage, this is Raging Blows, cooldown reduced by 1 second, and damage is increased by 20%. To give you an idea of that, Inner Rage for me, Raging Blow. Raging Blow I've done, let's say, I haven't reset this damage meter, so I think it did reset at some point though, because it only logged me for 2 hits, but that's still 2.4% of my DPS outside of like my main damaging abilities. So it's an okay filler. It's better than Execute right now, just off of those 2 hits. So Bounding Stride reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap. I paired that with the where is it? The Barbarian passive. For 3 seconds after casting Heroic Leap, I can do it a second time. So It does that plus add 200% more damage done to the targets that get hit by my heroic leap. Or it increases the damage done by my heroic leap by 200. So if my heroic leap does about 600 damage, it'll be 200% times harder than that. The next tier we got Carnage and Massacre. I'm getting Massacre for my legendary. I got these legendary, it's a ring. It's called Soul of the Battle Lord. Now while I'm here, I'm just going to turn in this quest. I'll run you guys through more of that stuff as we get like Flight Pass and stuff later on. But Dragon Roar, 35-second cooldown, Anger Management. Every 20 rage reduces the remaining cooldown of Recklessness by 1 second. And Recklessness is... where is Recklessness? Oh, actually it's this red skull flaming helmet thing. 1.5 minute cooldown, go berserk, increasing all rage regeneration by 100% and granting your abilities a 20% increased critical strike. So we do that whenever we want to hit hard, and that's every 1.5 minutes. I like to save those for like big AoE pulls. I'm kind of just skipping over the lore. I kind of just want to get into some battle. I plan on leveling other tunes later. Maybe I'll do that offline after I get one maxed up, and then I'll learn the story and what's going on around then. For now, my priority is trying to get to 120. So after having only made one level so far, I think I played for like 3 hours right after it came out. I'm going to try to get higher than that today. I'm thinking 115, 116. I don't know if that's ambitious or not. We'll find out. We'll use this double heroic leap here. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can fly down to Warbeast Crawl. That's where our next quest is sending us. My PvP talents are Relentlessness. Duration of incoming crowd control effects are reduced by 20. Barbarian, we just saw that one that has heroic leap. Master and Commander, cooldown of Commanding Shout is reduced by 2 minutes. And Commanding Shout is, I think, yeah, a 15% temporary maximum health boost. Not only to me, but everybody. So that's good in Battlegrounds for survivability for like a big push. Battle Trance, go into a trance causing you to regenerate 3% of your health, and it generates 5 rage every 5 seconds, or every 3 seconds rather, after using Raging Blow twice. That shit's kind of complicated, but all that to say is we get healing when we Raging Blow a couple times. So we want to make sure we Raging Blow twice back to back if we're like in a dangerous situation, where maybe we need to supplement impending victories. Oh, there's a chest over here. It's like a war supply crate. I've not seen these before. I'm curious. Oh, here it is. These dead bodies surely aren't anything, right? Direborn hatchling next to me. War supplied. Oh, we got a big horde symbol. Open a war supply crate from an air supply drop while within war mode. Nice. We got Dread Aspirant's Band, 94 crit, 49 mastery. It's item level 217. Compare that to my item level 200 Spirit Twister's Band. This is definitely an upgrade. Where am I at on? Something should have told me that. Direhorn hatchling regards you mischievously. Get away from me. Oh, it's got like a dinosaur snout or horn. We got a new power. Oh, Azerite empowerment on our helm. I guess we hit Heart of Azeroth level 3, so now we can increase our helm item level. Oh, 228 now. Alright. Looks like we got a quest to the south. I'll head that way. Oh, one thing I gotta remind myself is Battle Shout. That's a 60-minute buff that'll increase my attack power by 10%. Alright. There's a 3-person quest to kill Jabra Khan. I wonder if I can do that. 3-person quest? You mean solo quest, right? Let's see if we can handle him. We're just gonna go in and get murdered. If I die, then I'll just run back and get a party. I don't even want to see his health. I'm just gonna run in. Let's do it. He's shooting. I don't think I can do anything about that. Just gonna have to absorb that. Throw trap. We probably want to move. Yeah, that was a good decision to move. Shoot, shoot. All right, I'm watching now for, I guess, just that trap. Oh yeah, this is totally a solo. Probably don't stand in the volley, right? Okay. That was a new move. We gotta watch out for volley now. There's the trap. Move out of the trap. And he's in execute range. Rampage. Execute. Execute. Dragon's Roar. Ooh, that was like a 5k Dragon's Roar. That was dirty. I used Dragon's Roar once. It's top 4 on my damage. That's definitely something we got to keep our eye on. As soon as it comes off cooldown, we want to dump that. I like the music for this zone. Alright, we got a monolite deposit. I guess this is the new expansion's resource for miners. I think I picked up, yeah, I picked up herbing and mining to level this guy, because all these new materials are going to be very valuable in the auction house. So I'm going to try to put as many up as I can. Probably at the end of the day each day, I'll just like dump all the ore that I've gathered and into the bank. Or not even the bank. I could put it in the bank and maybe cash it in later. But I think right now it's a valuable enough resource that you could just dump a bunch on the auction house right now and be pretty good in the way of funds for a little while. If you need like repairs, or I don't know how much gems or enchants off the auction house are going to be costing you, but a lot of these professions are being leveled up right now, so people are going to flood the market with glyphs and like potions. And right now, while you can get as much buff food and potions as you can to level up faster, you can make your character more powerful, be more of an asset in the dungeons and stuff like that. But it's all personal preference. See, that's why last expansion I got this repurposed fell focuser. It's giving me strength, agility, and intellect by 23 and stamina by 34, so there's some more survivability there for an hour, but it counts both as a battle and a guardian elixir. So normally you have to choose a battle elixir or a guardian elixir, and this is actually both of those. So I can't have any other potions than that, and that's free. That's just something I got for honor or for reputation last expansion. I went out of my way to get that on as many characters as I thought, or as many characters as I could, because I knew I was going to level them at some point, and having that's going to be really good for them to level up a little bit better. But I am not carrying any food. I guess I could pick up the professions and actually make the food myself, because cooking is actually a secondary profession, so you can have that with any level. That might be something to look at a little later. But to get back to like finances and the economy and stuff like that, like you can go on the auction house and buy a lot of those things that you can't make yourself or won't go out of your way for, because there are people going out of their way for that just so they can make gold. Because a lot of the really big gold makers at the moment, I think, are focused on getting their, I don't know, it's like a Brontosaurus mount that has a traveling auction house and a merchant on it. So they can have literally I think it has a transmog, a repair, and an auction house on it, all in one. And no, it just has the auction house. It has the auction house and like a vendor, whatever it is. It's 5 million gold. So they're putting materials and resources on the auction house, but also they're putting like gear and food buffs and potions on the auction house, so they can try to get that traveling auction house mount. And once they do, as soon as that happens, like they're just going to be able to sell stuff even more easily than before. So they could be out in the middle of farming in a field and put stuff up on the auction house. Like they could be killing mobs for their hide. They can collect all the fur and hide that they can until their inventory gets full. Hop on their mount and then sell it all, and then just rinse and repeat without having to go anywhere. They could just stay in that field making oodles of gold. So I think it's kind of a good idea to try to, I mean, some people are that ambitious that they would go to that trouble. This would be a very good reason to do that. But I don't know, like, I may have just convinced myself actually that I might go do that. Start harvesting materials and putting them on the auction house and trying to get that brontosaurus mount. I think it has a repair vendor on it. Alright, we got a rare here. His name's Kandaka. And he's using Adapt. Toughness scales. Oh, he absorbed 3 of my hits with a damage reducing thing. Okay, let's go Blood Fury. Rah! Now Recklessness. Get hurt, get murdered, buddy. He's adapting. Didn't have a chance before I murdered him. 217 cloak. Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you temporary adaptation. What? That makes me want to take off my fire damage reducing Cloak of Sweltering Flame. Ah, why did they do that to me? That's a good tank cloak actually. I'll hold that for tank. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I'd still want to do the... I probably would still want to do like a higher level one. I don't know, that could be a good tank one still. Say you like tanking, say you like grabbing big groups of mobs and staying in that situation. You could just increase your survivability and just tank the mobs with doing as little damage as possible yourself. Like enough to still maintain aggro, hold threat, but not enough to pull threat, or not enough to... Sorry, I got involved here. When I start to get like 3 or 4, then I start to pay attention. Okay. Direhorn Daycare is up to the left here. Kind of just caught a groove and just knocking out these quests right now. I'm skipping all the dialogue if you haven't noticed. Like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna beeline it up to max level, so after I have a max level tune to support my lower level guys, then I'll start taking my time a little bit more. Enraged Dimetradon Fin. Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you haste. I'll grab that over my Shadows whatever trinket. We'll replace the Shadow Singed Fang. 209, 195. This one has a chance to increase haste. So let's see how haste affects our old warrior. Heading off in the east direction now. We're looking for Steaming Fresh Carrion and Hatchling Commanded to Flight. And there's another quest here. Wing Rider Nivik. Slay the Queen Feather and claim one of her feathers. Alright, she's right in the heart of all these, so we'll just go straight to her. Come around, little friends. Invalid target. Alright, I'm gonna go Recklessness and Blood Fury. Start doing some damage. Can't carry any more of those. Nice. How do we do there? 3.8. Most of our damage was Rampage. We used a Whirlwind. That gave us a buff. Causes your next 2 single target attacks to strike up to 4 additional targets for 50% damage. Sorry, a guttural voice whispers, what is it you have there, Richmond? A shiny trinket for old Johnny? Bring it over a little closer. I just got this weird whisper. So I guess I gotta go find Johnny. I still have that Direhorn hatchling following me. I forgot I gotta tell it to attack these guys. We haven't made any credit on that quest yet. We gotta tell it to attack 10 different targets. Oh, this trash pile. This is old Johnny. Oh no. This thing always, it's like a spirit beast. It chokes me out and it makes me do stuff. Communing with Johnny. Okay, Johnny. Attack Johnny. Release me. Oh. Not release me. Come on. Oh, I gotta talk to him. I have a shiny trinket for you, Johnny. Oh, the Triceratops can fight the small ones too. Oh, I can keep the same one? Okay. How about, let's, I have taunt, right? Yeah, I'll taunt that one. And now, just I'll stand here and take their damage. And I'll stick my Direhorn. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I would be able to just hold threat and then tell him to just attack the same one over and over. Oh, since I gave Johnny a tribute, I got a whole bunch of stuff. The war cache. You've gathered enough war resources to begin the assault on Kulturath. Time for war. You should bring Nathanos Blackcollar to begin, or return to Nathanos Blackcollar to begin working with the Honor Bound. Report to Nathanos Blackcollar and Zuldazar, and I'll get 500 Azerite power. How do I get back to Nathanos? I want to say it would put me over here somewhere. Oh, the Great Seal right here. And then I would just have to fly south. Alright, let me grab this ore. Alright, now I'm going to hearth back. I'll run out to that flight path and we'll go get our Azerite power. We might be able to get to the next rank. Oh yeah, definitely. We're 99% into this level's artifact power requirement. So I just need 1% in that, I don't think. Is that right? 400k? Yeah, 380 left. 47%. No, that's my experience actually. My artifact power says I need 6 artifact power to the next level. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm about to get 500, but I only need 6 to reach the next level. And I'll probably be pretty well into that level as well. What happened? I thought I died.
I am listening.
I jumped off that cliff and nothing happened after I tried to heroic leap. And then I landed on the ground all hard. Oh no, this isn't what I want. Now I gotta try this again? I don't have a heroic leap ready. Yeah, I think I like the dinosaur one better. Because the dinosaur one will just speed you up. Those little, like that spirit animal that I just talked to, the little raptor, he just flies me up the levels of the Mayan pyramid here. And then back down. And it's kind of LOS. It's just like, if you want to know where it goes, whichever direction it's facing, it launches you a considerable distance in that direction. So a lot of the times it's like up altitude as well. So like you go from the bottom step up to the next step. But that to me is less useful than the raptor one. Because the raptor one you can actually like control where you go and you move faster for a short period of time. It's like a small little sprint. And I like that. I don't like being on rails. And that's the way those little raptors make me feel. I feel like I'm on rails whenever it just pushes me up in a certain direction like that. 'Cause then you gotta get across, realize you didn't want to be across, and then go back. Bottle Azeroth. These guys are all rip-off artists. Don't ever buy anything from a troll. Ooh, let's apply. I love getting a transmog in here and there from people's mouth. Alright, we're heading south. Okay. Now, one thing I said last expansion, right before this expansion came out, was that I was going to be working on the Pathfinder mission, and I may actually deviate from questing here and see if I can actually complete some objectives towards pathfinding. After this first dungeon, I have a feeling I'll start getting in like the rotation of the queue, and then the next dungeon will pop faster, and that'll probably keep on being the case. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of people that are out questing right now too, though, or getting professions. I'm interested in pathfinding. I want to start flying. So we got a follower here. Our Heart of Azeroth went up to 4. Mission from the War Chief. Lady Sylvanas issued orders for Corona Half-Forsen to take on a task of great importance. I gotta go below decks, and I'm gonna get a follower, Arcanus Valtros.
We have assembled an elite group.
So this is the personal hero story mission here.
Overseeing this group is Corona Half-Orcan. She will orchestrate these missions.
Corona Half-Orcan. Because she's a half-orc. What is she wearing? Is that like a monk? She's not a monk, she's a rogue, right? Oh yeah, this is a monk. I was looking at an orc monk. I thought it was Corona. Here she is.
I have nothing to say to you. Leave me.
Okay, give me that. I got Arcanus Valtros. I gotta send Arcanus Valtros on a mission. An add-on was trying to do something. The game didn't like it. Alright, so I'm sending Arcanus Valtros on the Shadows of War quest. Our communications to Argamar are being disrupted by Alliance forces in the area. Send Valtros to clear out any resistance and open communication with the war back home. Start mission. Add-on tried to do something again, and my order resources are, or war resources rather, are 81. She's my only follower. I'm supposed to be getting 3 more. Then the scouting map, we can actually start questing in other zones right now if we wanted. I think first I'm gonna look up that pathfinding thing. So let's see. BFA pathfinding. Okay, let's try WoW BFA pathfinding. Oh, how about WoW BFA Pathfinder? Here we are. Jeez. Gotta get that syntax right, I guess. Okay. We're on Wowhead. It says the road to acquiring flying in Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder. The most recent build has built the first step towards acquiring flying in Battle for Azeroth. The achievement similarly to its predecessors will require you to have to complete a number of tasks to unlock the ability to free fly around the world. This first step will increase your movement speed while in Coltrasser Zoldazar. Oh, so we'll get a movement speed increase if we do this. Currently, the achievement shows both Alliance and Horde criteria into it, likely a beta bug. Blizzard has confirmed you need only Horde or Alliance campaigns for Pathfinder, not both. And there's the tweet where they've clarified. So we'll get a movement speed increase if we do what's required at the moment. Alright, so let's look at the achievement subtext to find out what we need. We're Horde. Battle for Azeroth Explorer. So we gotta do BFA Explorer and Zandalar Forever and Azerothian Diplomat. Likely requiring Revered with every faction available. That better not be the case. I'm gonna be angry. Don't make me achievement hunt. Okay. The comments are where it's at. Currently rewarding increased mounted speed in Coltras and Zandalar. Trying to see somebody saying something specifically about, oh, just go do these things. It's just explore those zones, so I guess that explains it. That's as much as we need to know. Zandalar Explorer. Here's Battle for Azeroth Explorer. Okay, here are the zones we actually gotta explore. And within those zones we have the areas in the zones that we have to go to. Somebody got locations, coordinates. Oh, okay, so this is what we want, but can we just plug this in a string? Oh, we don't have add-ons yet. That's right. Okay. So this is the list. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to these places. I think if I just had a picture of the zone, I could probably go. So let's do. Right now we're Horde. We're in Zoldazar. So let's just explore Zoldazar for the time being. That'll be our first mission for the Explorer. We'll just bite off little chunks of this. I want to see a map though. We got no map. No map yet. Okay, so let's do this. Explore Zoldazar. Control C. We'll search that up. And we'll go to images. Oh, we could just use the in-game map. Let's do that. Alright, moving on. It does want us to do the Shadows of War mission complete, but I don't know if it... Are they back yet? Yeah, no, that's like 2 hours from now. Now I'm getting errors. Okay. Let's just see what add-ons we got at our disposal. We know Tell Me When works. The Auctioneer doesn't work. Just anything that's red that's out of date. I like Macro Toolkit. That sucks. It's out of date. Pathfinder add-ons out of date. The whole reason why I got that add-on was so I could do Pathfinder. We don't need LUI. Alright, no red ones are active. I'll bet you Twitch has updated them. Let me check that. What is this add-on? Grid? Why do I have grid enabled? Oh, because it's part of the ones I enabled. Okay. Why is Pathfinder out of date? It's making me mad. Alright, there we go. Pardon the reloads. We're still in dungeon queue this whole time, so it's not all time wasted. Ask Mr. Robot. Yes, yes. So this is our character. Yeah, we need to update all our add-ons. Grid 2 we're gonna delete. Yeah. Don't even want Grid 2. Any add-on I don't use, I'm gonna just delete now. Dougie questing essentials. I liked that for a while, but I don't really need it. Auctioneer, DBM spell timers, E-Align, LVY. Yeah, I think the rest are okay. Alright, so with that, I'm going to restart the computer. So I'll be right back. 1 second. Not the entire computer, just the game rather. Am I rested? Let me get rested. I'm still around. How is this boat not a rested place? Alright, I'll bring it right back up. Running that back. And let's put this here. The game is running. Why are you running? There we go. You're running a new version of the game and have interface modifications which are out of date. Disabling them is recommended. Okay. So let's see what's still out of date. Yep, Pathfinder is out of date. Everything red, I'm gonna disable. We don't need LVY. All the auction add-ons are out of date. Alright, alternator, or we have Altaholic, Auctionator, Data Stores, Details, Dougie, we don't need Dougie. Garrison Manager. It's been updated, but we don't need grid either. I need to delete these off of Twitch. What was it, grid? Thought I already did delete grid. Dougie, where's Dougie at? Pathfinder's not working. I guess Dougie's gone. No, here it is. Okay. Okay. Let's get back in game. Tip, don't stand in the fire. Wiser words were never spoken. Don't stand in the fire. Alright, look, we logged out. We were out for a minute or two. We come back in and we're still in queue for the dungeons. That's awesome. I love, that's like gotta be one of my most favorite features that have been implemented, is if you get DC'd or if you log out and log back in for like add-ons or something like that, you don't get kicked out of the queue unless it pops while you're offline. But I think it may even pause your queue. Like, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what's happening. So like you hold the place in line that you were already at before you logged out, and then you just resume that same place. People are still getting like ahead of you while you're doing that. Like there's other queues going on. But when you log back in, you get the same place as you were before you logged out. But I think that it's times limited to how long your dungeon queue wait time is. So like if I log out right now, it would only be paused for 4 minutes. And if the queue pops while I'm off of offline, then if I'm longer than that 4-minute period, then I'll have to start back over whenever I log in. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Oh, this is that storyline add-on. That's actually kind of cool. Coltress campaign. I wonder if it has a dark mode. So it was dark mode before. I'll go to the add-ons. Was it storyline?
Yes, my lady. The Banshee's Wail is prepared to depart at a moment's notice.
Good. Work with our champion to determine where we will secure a foothold first.
As you command, War Chief.
See it done, and dispatch reports of your progress to me.
We will not fail you. Safe journey, my lady.
I'm trying to match the speed of the text animation to that. Okay. Flavor text, default frames, text options. Ooh, we can actually pick our, well, do they have it? No, it doesn't look like it. There's another one like PT Sans Narrow that I like. Maybe, no, not Nimrod. Scurry, no. I don't know if they have it. I don't know anything about these. Maybe Accidental Presidency? They didn't update on here. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I should put it back to what it was. Cancel. Oh, you can't pick anything else once you pick that. Okay, we'll just go all in here. And then I'll make it bigger. We want this to be smaller, this to be slightly bigger. And that on there. I don't know. Let's see if that works. I have fought many wars. Watch heroes die like cowards and bleed out of the field of battle. This war feels different. It tests more than our mettle and skill. It tests our heart, our faith, in one another. Whatever comes, the Horde will endure. It must. Okay. The news! Still waiting for 2 hours for that. The whole reason why I was over here is because this circle, this war of shadows is being tracked. I think we can stop tracking that. Culture-S campaign, choose a foothold. Where do I go for this? Choose a foothold. Use the Culture-S campaign map to choose a foothold. Oh, I see. Okay. So do we want a foothold in Stormsong Valley, Tiergard Sound, or Drustvar? Let's say Stormsong. We established a fortified outpost in Stormsong Valley called Warfang Hold. The Colterian forces have it surrounded and an attack is imminent. We need reinforcements, do not delay. Rexar. Okay. So we got a foothold in Stormsong Valley. You have the Queen's trust for now, he says. Warfang Hold is our best option, or our best position on Culture-S. We cannot allow it to fall. Okay, we gotta go report to this dude. Actually, I'm trying to just get to pathfinding, if you guys don't mind. This is really just gonna be me running from all these places that are covered up on the map. I'm gonna go uncover them. Looks like we got a dungeon pop finally. Now to get out there, I think I need to head to the east coast, but there's a flight path that'll get me halfway there. Uh-oh. What is this dungeon? The Altal Dazar or something like that? Yeah, Atal Dazar. Let's do it. No quests out front.
You are too late, outsiders. The temple.
Outfitters wigging out. It better not have. What? Get out of here, outfitter. Oh no. I gotta get outfitter off because this is whack. I just hopped in a dungeon, it automatically switched all my gear out to a low level like pre-made loadout that I had. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I still have the right trinket on. The ring got replaced. Where's my awesome ring? Here's my awesome ring. And then this is the better trinket, right? No, I have the better trinket. Okay, it was just the ring. Turn on our nameplates. That's a hunter pet. I was wondering like why I couldn't attack that. The hunter has a pterodactyl pet. It was all red and giant. I was like, oh my god, that thing's gonna kill us. Would it actually belong to the party member? Alright, let's do the thing. Alright, we're starting to get the hang of this Fury Warrior thing. I should give everybody this attack power buff. There we go. Now that they're buffed, I think we gotta clear this way. They're lost. Let's get the T-Rex. It's cool to see people actually lost in this dungeon, because that tells me that they've not even seen any of this stuff before, which is going to make it a little bit more challenging. Or fun. Less like a face roll, you know? Come on, bear. There you go. Just immediately I step in something. LOS that fear. And jump back in. He's gonna pursue somebody. Hopefully it's not me. Got a little bit of cleave we can take advantage of here. Might as well help out the AoE. Oh, you got me, but I could break it. Alright, good. Don't look at me, buddy. I'm just want to finish you off strong. Yeah, man. Ah, that little guy feared us. I'll get my loot first. Now I'll go after this guy. Look at Psycho Crusher. Most of that is just rampage. It's 35% of my damage is just rampage. I don't like not having my charge available all the time though. So if there's some way I'm spec that's preventing me from charging as often as I'd like, I'm probably going to change that if I have any control over it. This dude's got the fire kitty. What is this? The primal flame saber? How do you get a primal flame saber? Primal flame saber. The Heroes of the Storm promotion. Oh, okay. It's the Heroes of the Storm mount. I didn't know they had their own mounts. don't think you can get through that way, guys. Yeah, we need to go north or south. That way or this way. Now, for these groups, you gotta get rid of the guys that mend first. He did a fanatic raid. The augurs hurt a lot too, I think. The juggernauts will cleave your, or charge your healer rather. Alright, he's getting the next group. We need to down the big guy first. What's he called? The Confessor? No. The Augur? No. Where is it? Colossus. This is the guy. So we gotta kill the Colossus first. Well, I'm focusing all my main attacks on him. I'm killing the Juggernaut. Dang. We gotta kill the Colossus first. So every time one of the Colossus's friends die, his damage done is increased by 150%. And he also consumes the souls around him. So every time you kill the enemy friends of his, he consumes their soul and gets bigger and does more damage. That was close. They almost killed another different one before we killed him. He would have got a big heal off of that. Thankfully, he just barely died first. Alright, now it's just the augurs. I would focus the augurs down first. They do this wildfire. It's interruptible. It only takes a second to take them down. And for this enrage thing, I think druids have a soothe that they can use to get rid of that enrage effect. But that's only if they care or pay attention to it. It's just like a little extra their class can do. The hunters used to have a shot too. I don't know if they still do. I'm just whirlwinding and spreading rampage everywhere. When you whirlwind, all those targets next to your main target get cleaved for 50% damage. Well, 2 of them do. And your hardest hitting ability is rampage, so cleaving that across 3 different people hits pretty hard. Here, let's go ahead and get a charge. I'm gonna go ahead and burn my Blood Fury. Rampage, Dragon Claw. She's doing Gilded Claws right now. I think she's scratching people and leaving blood puddles everywhere. Now, when we get transfusion, we're supposed to step into the puddles. A little bit of lag here. Now, I don't understand how that mechanic works. Like, I don't know the reason why we do that. I just know we have to. So I hear all these puddles. Something tells me you don't want to be under one of the puddles whenever she starts throwing them around. Yeah, I would have leapt across to that one if she wasn't already almost dead.
My thanks for killing the priestess. You have only succeeded in strengthening my hold on the temple.
That fire hurts, so we got fire froggery we got to play here. Don't get burned, it hurts. The healer almost died from that. I'll go ahead and hit the gate. Right here. I guess once you hit that switch, it doesn't burn anymore. No, it burns. Something tells me we don't want to be inside this. All right. There's a totem here. I want to kill the reanimation totem. So now when they die, they won't come back alive. And that's nice. You want the people you kill to stay dead. Oh, I clicked off. I was like, why aren't my moves going off? Get some executing. I love that sound. Ka-tink. This is kind of a DPS race because you got to get these things down that are protecting him, and then beat him before he covers all of the ground with that crap. The tank has to move them kind of in a predictable pattern so the melee can stay on them. So it's really kind of just chaotic. We don't want them to get that toxic stench off, so I'll interrupt that. Dragon's Roar, Raging Flow, Rampage, Dragon's Roar. I think we got a time warp. No, we didn't. I feel like I'm speeding up. Gotta interrupt that. Yeah, we just wrecked him. Wow.
Gold Tower in pieces again. No matter. I can rebuild you.
Now we go to the main chick. There you go. We're good now. Everybody knows what's up.
You made it harder than I thought, but I will still be drinking your blood.
Just dodge all these little spiders and stuff. They explode if you make contact with them. She's going right up to the pedestal like she's supposed to. Thank God. There's a bug in beta where she doesn't go up. You have to sit there and wait for like, I don't know, 2 whole minutes or something. His rotation's so fast. Just don't want to stand in the stuff. Watch out for the exploding spiders. They leave puddles everywhere. I'm gonna pop our Blood Fury cooldown. I don't know how long it was off of cooldown, but I should have used it the moment it was off of cooldown. Got him. That was a hard execute, that final one. The highest we've hit with it is, well, the highest average crit is 5.8k, so I'm dropping almost 6k crits on execute like every time it's up. Well, half the time it's up. Right? Is that right? What did it say? Execute? Yeah, it's up about half the time it crits. So actually, you know what? Let's look at overall. Let's see, throughout the whole dungeon, execute hit 22 times. The highest crit, the highest average crit is 2.7k overall, and that's actually 30% or 36% of the time. So out of 22 hit, 32 or 36% of that time out of those 22 hits were crits, which gave me 85 DPS. Rampage is the biggest deal. 611 hits. Its DPS by itself is 1k. It's crazy. Alright, let's leave. Oh, okay, let's go. I'm gonna re-queue us. The War of the Shadows is still going on for another hour. I can do Explorer's Alta Dazar. Exploration though, you know? I don't know if I feel like running all around. I'll just kill everything in my path. That'll make it more enjoyable. Maybe I'll get some like meats or at least some vendor trash that I can sell. It'll make it worth the time invested. Now, we went right back into the dungeon queue. It's still about 45 minutes. I think most people are out questing, so dungeons aren't popping. What is this guy? Freshwater training dummies? It's a weird place to have some training dummies, just on the way out of the town. Ugh. So that was 3,600 XP. Ah, we need to get this add-on off. Parrot. Parrot. Actually, what am I doing? I can just do it through here. It's another one of the add-ons that I've had disabled for a long time. I didn't realize that I still had that. Alright, somewhere up in elevation right around the corner here, it looks like there's an herb. And there's a rare. Ooh. See, while we're doing our exploration, I imagine we're going to run across a lot of rares. That'll give us some good gear and maybe some fat loot. There's also these bonus objectives that pop up. Gorilla Gorge, slay Dakini gorillas. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably be doing all these little extra side bits while I'm exploring. And gathering as well. These things are tanky. Son of Zolotol? Okay. These things hurt. I don't know why I wasn't using my impending victory that whole time. Nice. I love that. I'll probably just battle shout for no reason just because I can every 15 seconds. Oh, the Avatar of Zolotol. So those are the protectors of the rare here. That makes sense. Good song. These guys, he's not even as tough as his two protectors. Oh, lightning. Oh, lightning. How are you making lightning in a cave? Okay. Oh, lightning. No, bro. Execute. He's in execute phase. Oh, I can interrupt his lightning. Good to know. 50 hit points before he dies. I love that tumble jump. That's so good. I want my charge actually. What was the charge talent? Furious charge. I think I'm gonna need that. No. Double time. Ooh, but I gotta drop impending victory. Well, I'm not really using it. Starting to think about it. Ooh, platinum deposit. That just sounds like it's going to be expensive to sell, or cheap, or lucrative to sell. Alright, so I just used Tome of the Tranquil Mind and I moved over to double time. I wonder if I want to get, like, maybe something else. It increases your damage done by haste. Let's do that. Kind of want Blade Storm, Siege Breaker, Anger Management. That should be good, I think. Is there Avatar? Avatar is gone, isn't there? Okay, that's all the time we had. We can't spend any more now because that tome wore off. We'll see how this plays for a bit, and then depending on how good or bad it is, we'll change later. Now I'm just exploring. I'm seeing quests pop up over here. Ooh, and another thing I might want to do is get these flight paths. We are doing the Pathfinder exploring mission. So we're trying to get credit for Explore Zoldazar right now.
Our kingdom will be defended.
Flight path. I don't know why I'm getting the quests. I probably should be ignoring the quests.
Speak and the lower listen.
Kind of just want the mats over here. Impending victory because I killed that. Impending victory. I think I like having impending victory just like it is. Ah, y'all not gonna let me grab this, are you? Oh, we're getting quite a few. Did I get Blade Storm? No, right? No. Oh, Frothing Berserker is awesome. As fast as I was going before, this like turbocharged it. I feel like I'm going even faster. Oh, I'm over here doing quests. I'm supposed to be exploring. Well, part of the objective of pathfinding is to get exalted with all the reps too, so the only way I know of to do that is to do all the quests. Subjugate, I don't like the name of that move. Move here? Just to interrupt that? There we go. Trying to subjugate me? What the hell are you thinking, bro? Alright, I'm gonna go up a level to the left. Oh, I didn't realize you can mine these little stone dog things. So after you kill them, you can tap them for mining. Oh, and I got my charge more often now? Heck yeah. Heck yes. Yeah, double time's definitely my stuff.
They can take our land, but they can never take our eternal souls. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
In King Rastakhan's name. Over here, we are guarding Khazajin's bijous with our lives.
Do you need protection?
What is your business here? Join the others.
I need to get closer. Flesh is weak.
What do you ask of the Zandalai?
Name your lord, so I may name mine.
Zandala will endure.
much lower do you value? I pray we chose our allies well.
What's the word on the street?
Speak your business. Zandala forever.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. This is our true